Phobia. A phobia comes from the Greek word phobos, and phobos means fear or morbid fear. Alright. When used in context of clinical psychology, it is considered a type of anxiety disorder, usually defined as a persistent fear of an object or situation in which the sufferer or situation in which the sufferer commits great lengths in avoiding. This phobias are typically disproportional to the actual danger posed, and are often recognized as Phobias are typically disproportional to the actual danger posed, often being recognized as irrational. In the event a phobia cannot be avoided entirely, the sufferer will endure the situation or object with marked distress and significant interference in social occupational activities. About 10% of the people in the United States have a phobia. There are three categories for phobias: social phobia, specific phobia, and agoraphobia. Social phobia is also called social anxiety disorder. It is a fear of social situations where you may be embarrassed or judged. If you have a social phobia, you may be excessively self-conscious and afraid of humiliating yourself in front of others. Your anxiety, however, will look and what others will think. Your anxiety over how you will look and how others will think you may lead you to avoid certain social situations you'd otherwise enjoy. No, I'm just going to take that sentence out because it's just ridiculous. Specific phobia is also known as simple phobias, are generally common seen fears or phobias directed at specific objects. So a specific phobia would be a phobia such as a fear of spiders or a fear of heights, something very normal. Agoraphobia is a type of phobia where a person's fear of open spaces. These individuals are more prone to suffer from panic attacks. More than often, the victims try to avoid crowded and public places to cope with their fear. An agoraphobia victim would usually shy away from visiting an airport, gymnasium, club, busy store, restaurant, or other prominent place, thereby killing loads of joyful moments in their life. Some common phobias are fear of spiders, fear of snakes, fear of heights, fear of storms, fear of needles and injections, fear of public speaking, fear of flying, fear of germs, and fear of illness or death. Symptoms of phobias, like physical signs or symptoms of a phobia, would be difficulty breathing, racing or pounding heart, chest pain or tightness, trembling or shaking, feeling dizzy or lightheaded, churning of the stomach, hot or cold flashes, tingling sensations, and sweating. Feeling overwhelmed by an anxiety or emotional signs or symptoms of a phobia would be feeling overwhelming anxiety or panic, feeling an intense need to escape, feeling unreal or detached to yourself, fear of losing control or going crazy, feeling like you're going to die or pass out, and knowing that you're going to overreact but feeling powerless to control your fear. Our patient today has many phobias. Some of the phobias that our patient has is androphobia, the fear of men, bibliophobia, fear of books,
just keep going if you must.
Fear of sitting, fear of being touched, fear of going to school, fear of teenagers, fear of vegetables, fear of crowds or mobs, fear of paper, fear of society or people in general, fear of taking tests, fear of spoons, fear of lead pencils, or of an actual pencil. Many phobias are caused mostly because of traumatic experiences of the past, and our patient today will be examined by Dr. Meyer.
Hi Sam, how are you? Nothing, buddy. Well, I'll start by introducing myself. My name is Dr. Myers. I'm 26 years old. I'm married and I have a daughter about your age. Tell me a little bit about you.
Well, I'm 17 and I don't have many friends and I don't talk to them.
And why is that?
Well, you see, I have this thing where I'm kind of afraid of stuff, so I don't like to do anything. Like, you're just kind of freaking me out.
Sam, you have nothing to worry about. This is a safe place and you can tell me anything. It's all confidential.
That doesn't help.
Well, are you only afraid of people or are there other things you're afraid of?
Well, no. I'm kind of afraid of a lot of things.
Such as?
Well, I don't know you well enough to tell you that stuff.
Sam, we aren't going to make any breakthroughs if you don't tell me.
Okay. Well, I guess you're right. I don't like teenagers. I'm scared of them. I'm scared of men. I'm scared of people. I'm scared of school and teachers. I'm scared of paper. I'm scared of taking tests. I'm scared of spoons and vegetables. I'm scared of sitting, but I'm also scared of standing up.
Oh my, those are...
I'm also afraid of being touched.
Interesting. Okay, Sam, there are a lot of efficient ways to deal with your phobias, such as self-help that boosts your self-confidence, and there's also therapy where someone such as myself provides extra support for you to help you get over it.
Okay, well, what about my fear of school and everything I have to deal with? All of those fears are affecting me daily and affecting my schoolwork.
Well, Sam, all of those fears have a name. The fear of school is called didascalophobia. That is one of the fears you have to face. School isn't very scary. We can start by going on the school property and just standing outside and just seeing and helping you get over it. The fear of teachers is called pedagophobia. To help you get over that fear, you can start by having a simple conversation with your teacher, like saying hi when you walk in the classroom. And then as you get more comfortable, you can start having like longer conversations. And the fear of things such as tests is called testophobia, and paper paperophobia. You can try calling them different things such as a quiz instead of a test, or a sheet from a notebook instead of paper.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's not scary anymore.
See, then when you get more comfortable, you can start using those words in your everyday language in life.
But what about...
For those fears, you might need a little bit more support from someone such as myself. But don't worry, having therapeutic help has a very high return rate. We're just going to have to work on those things to help you get over it.
Okay, thank you, doctor. But what about my fear of standing and the fear of sitting?
Well, how do you cope with those fears currently?
I usually squat. See my strong leg muscles?
Yes, very impressive. But have you ever tried a wall squat?
Yeah. I usually squat like that in class because it's easier to do my classes.
Well, have you ever noticed that when you do a wall squat, it kind of looks like you're sitting in an imaginary chair? Imaginary chair?
No, that's preposterous. Well, look.
See? I'm sitting in an imaginary chair.
Oh my, you're right.
Well, since you can sit in an imaginary chair, then can't you sit in a real chair?
I guess. But wait, I'm afraid of standing.
Well, can you do me a favor? Can you get up and walk over there and then come back?
Sure, but I don't see how this is helping anything.
Do you realize what you just did?
Yeah. I walked around.
No, you stood up and walked over there and then came back here and sat down.
Oh.
So then if you can stand up and then walk, then I think it's safe to say you can stand.
But it's standing for long periods of time that scare me.
Well, we can work on that with a bunch of exercises that can help you cope with standing.
Okay, doctor. Whatever you say.
Now about the fear of spoonophobia and the fear of vegetables, arachnophobia. To cope with this, I'm going to have you sit in a blind taste test where we're going to blindfold you and you're just going to taste a bunch of different foods and you're going to have to tell us what they are. So,
Okay, doctor. Whatever you say.
now, about the fear of spoonophobia and the fear of vegetables, arachnophobia. To cope with this, I'm going to put you in a blind taste test where we're going to have you taste different things, and it could be on a spoon, it could be on a fork, it could be on a knife, not one that's sharp, but we're just going to have you taste a bunch of different things to help you get over things. And some of them might be vegetables, just to let you know.
But I'm afraid of vegetables.
What about them are you afraid of?
Their shape.
Well, if you can't see the shape, then you can eat it, right?
I guess so.
See, Sam, there are ways to deal with all of your fears. And it appears that you're not freaked out by touch anymore.
I guess it's because I'm comfortable around you.
Well, Sam, if you get over a fear of people and start making some friends, then I don't think it'll take very long for you to be comfortable with them and allow them to touch you. But for now, make sure you give your teachers a heads up before you walk into class next time. Well, our session time is over, and I'll see you next week when we can work on some of your tougher fears.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye, Dr. Meyer.
Bye, Sam.